this is recording well. I have been having difficulty with audio in the past. Still trying to suss that out. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Justin. Tonight, making pork bulgogi bowls. First things first, I'm going to wash some hands. Plus, having clean hands is good, and give some time for people to show up. Right. Alright. Well, hello there, Cinder. How are you tonight? Can you hear me okay? Doing okay. Glad to hear it. How's the audio? Does it sound clear? Audio is good. Fantastic. All right. So tonight, making what did I say? Pork bulgogi bowl. Making a pork bulgogi bowl. Now we're going to edit it as we go because there's certain foods I don't like, certain foods I can't have, and also, prepackaged kits are kind of bland. Their only spices generally are salt and pepper. So we're going to kick it up a notch as we go. First thing I'm going to do is wash these scallions. We're going to cut them up nice. So the thing with scallions is you're supposed to separate the whites and greens when you dice them up. You're supposed to thinly slice them. Now the transition between the whites and greens is a matter of perspective. And so I generally just put it all together. Now the whites of scallions are supposed to be an aromatic, and the greens are a garnish. I just put them all in together as an aromatic. Partially because it still tastes great, and partially because I can't be bothered. It takes a lot of effort, and I like to try to make things as easy as possible while making it delicious. Boop. Just get that right angle. Right. All right. So cutting off these end pieces. If I have the energy for it, put them back here. Put them into a container. Grow my own scallions forever. Don't have that kind of energy. How's your day today, Cinder? Oh, one of these days we have to have you up here, cook for you. think I've seen you in person once since the pandemic. Was okay along at work. Yeah, I get that. Oh, work has been wild. I'm hoping things will calm down for me by winter break. More than that. Seen each other more than that, or we've only seen each other once since longer than the pandemic? Twice or 3 times since the pandemic. Okay, yeah. Pandemic time has been tough. Trying to remember all of it. All right. Pew. So now what we would be doing is making some pickled cucumbers. I hate cucumbers. I hate pickles. So we're going to be setting aside the cucumber and the vinegar. Won't be needing that tonight. So we're going to be jumping ahead a bit. And what we're going to do is get out a pan. I'm going to start we can get out a pot, make some rice, get out a pan, and start cooking up some carrots. It's going to be a good time. So I've already got my pan out. I planned ahead this time. Last time I put the pan on the far side of the table. If you were there, you would eat the cucumber. Love them. Yeah, well, let's have to get you up here more often. Alright, so this is about half a cup of rice. So we're going to put in 3/4 cup of water. There we go. So these meal kits, they say that they're 100% recyclable. And I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. The whole completely recyclable thing is a lie. Right. Woo. Get that going. Get some oil into a large pan here. So only really need a small pot for the rice, but I don't have any small pots on hand at the moment. It's in the dishwasher. I've been so busy at work, I fell behind on the dishes. Hi, Solstice Winter. Glad to see you. How are you doing? Spread out that oil some. Just got back from Aunt's. We made lefse and rosettes today. You know, I don't think I've had lefse before. And I'm not sure if I've had rosettes. Rosette Watts. Lefse is so good. I will take your word for it. Rinse off those carrots so we can put them into the pan. Rinsing. Right. Fire here. Get the lid for that and turn down the fire there. Alright. So, alright. Carrots, 1 minute. Salt and pepper. But we're not just going to put in salt and pepper. We're going to kick it up a notch. These things are lousy with salt and pepper. Right. Salt, pepper. We're going to use sea salt because sea salt is superior to table salt. Here's my butt. At Cinder ml, white sugar, brown sugar, or other. Time with oregano. I'm running low on time. Wow, I'm running very low on oregano. Add that to the grocery list. Put in some rosemary and sage as well. Okay. Now let's stir that in. Brown with butter and a little cinnamon. Ooh. Brown sugar and cinnamon, can't go wrong with most things. Okay, let me try it again. Can't go wrong with pastries that have brown sugar and cinnamon. Okay. So the carrots are getting nice and soft. Alright, so let this tenderize a little bit more. I'm going to move it to a plate. And then let the carrots be on the plate while the scallions go on, followed by the pork. Going to plate that up good. Oh yeah. So what I'm reading here is that you both are going to have to make some lefse and bring it to me so I can try it. Yeah. transfer to a plate. And you know, if you don't get 100% out of the pan, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Because, you know, it's still all going to come together. It's going to be just fine. Oh, it says there's 3 people watching. Hello out there, third person. Alright, so anyway. Scallions are going in. Go. So again, scallions are just, you know, a fragrance. Get that up ends. Supposed to let that go for a minute. Rice is almost ready. Then add the pork. So Solstice and Cinder, I take it you both are watching on Twitch? I gotta make an eye appointment. Oh, I'm showing 4 people now. Hello, 4th person. 3rd and 4th persons. Please say hi so we can see who you are. Yeah, so there's little icons on my screen, but they are little. And my glasses prescription is outdated. I haven't made the time to go see my optometrist about that. And I should correct that. Because, you know, seeing is important. Well, for me, seeing is important. I've lived my whole life sighted. And haven't taken the time to adapt to not being sighted. Hi there, Kirsten. Glad to see you. Can you hear me all right on the YouTube side of things? Cinder got new glasses not long ago. All right. Look forward to seeing them sometime soon. Now, once again, they want me to add salt and pepper to the meats because, you know, salt and pepper goes on everything. But we're going to kick that up a notch. We use sea salt, not table salt. Sea salt is the superior salt. Give it some more rosemary and sage. There we go. And some oregano and thyme. Got to be sure to put those on the shopping list. And then cook it and break it into pieces as it gets cooked through. Oh yeah. All right, let's see here. So Kirsten, have you had lefse before? Earlier, and on the Twitch side, we were talking about lefse. Stir that some more. Got to get that cooked through. Do not want raw meats. Raw meats are bad for you. Apparently, the one thing that truly separates humans from the rest of the animal kingdom is that we cook our foods. Now, other animals do prepare foods, but we're the only ones that cook with fire. And that is hypothetically one of the things that gave us a leg up in helping our brains develop, you know, commerce and airplanes and stuff. Now, the downside to that is that we were born relatively prematurely because, like, you know, giraffes are born and start walking, and humans, you know, we're born, and we need another year to figure out how to get our legs to work. Kirsten says, yes, years ago. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any, so I've got to try some sometime. One day. So I thought to myself, you know, do I want to be like a raccoon and be born being able to do, you know, minor fraud immediately? Or do I want to remain human and be able to, you know, use oregano? But if I were a raccoon, would I know that I'm missing out on using the oregano? That's the $1 million question. But I do like my video games, so I guess I'll stick with being human. Solstice Winter says, raccoons with cotton candy. Yes. Oh. Though it's so sad when they put the cotton candy in water and it disappears in their hands. I choose to cat. Yes. Specifically lynx, ultra floof. Oh, yes. Lynx are beautiful. I do love a lynx. I overdid on the rice. I got the rice cookie. That's what I get. Well, the rice is only slightly overdone. I didn't overdo it too much. Gotta love the lynx. Meat is almost done. Just a little bit of pink left. Yeah, I think that if I were made into an animal, you know, a non-human animal, I would also go for lynx. Now, Now, the next thing that we would be doing would be making the sriracha crema. Now, I can't have crema because it has, whoops, as I drop things on my uneven floor, as it has sour cream. Can't have sour cream. So we're going to skip that. So what I'm going to do is put the sriracha directly into the pan. Now what you're supposed to do is, in a small bowl, combine the sour cream and the sriracha to taste. Now, I'm not from this state, so I'm just going to put the whole thing in. For any future viewers, the state is Minnesota. And you get some sriracha, and you get some sriracha, and you get some sriracha. Oh yeah. And yes, I am aware that people from other states cannot have spicy things. You know, might have an intolerance or an allergy or something. But there's a stereotype that people from Minnesota think that ketchup is a little too spicy. Some years ago, I was at I think it was at Pride, in fact. This was some time ago, and there was people there selling a hot sauce, and they were saying, it's medium spicy. And I said, well, I'm not from this state, so how spicy is it? And they're like, oh, no, it's mild. I'm like, all right, give me some. Oh, we lost somebody. Oh, well, c'est la vie, c'est la guerre, c'est une pomme de terre. Technology is silly. All right, going to put in where was I? Sorry, I lost my place. Here we go. We're going to put in now the bulgogi sauce. I have forgotten how to pronounce that. Bulgogi sauce. It's bulgogi time. Oh yeah. That's wheat, soy, and sesame. So if you have a wheat allergen, a soy allergen, or a sesame allergen, none for you. Stir that up some. Alright. Now it does call for about half vinegar, so we do need to pop open that vinegar that I set aside carefully. Yeah, that should be enough. Now the thing about vinegar is that burning vinegar smells, and it goes right into your nostrils if you're standing over it. So you want to be careful where you pour it. Get that stirred in nice and good. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Alright. So, if you wanted to, you could put butter in with your rice. I don't do that with these meals because, it doesn't need it. It just doesn't need it. You don't need it. The only time I put butter in my rice is if I'm having buttery rice. But then I put sugar in the rice too at that point. Why? Because I like the taste. Otherwise, no butter in my rice. Don't need it. In the meantime, it's time to put it all together into a bowl. In fact, just do a little bit of that now. Put that back in. Turn that off. Oh, I wish you were here. You'd be able to smell this. Oh, it smells good. I almost forgot the rice. Look at me forgetting things. All right. Dish out some rice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. You got your carrots, you got your meats, you got your rice, you got some scallions in there. And it's steaming still. This is going to be good. I forgot the final part, like I always do. Sesame seeds. Let's put a little bit here. Whoops. Let's put a little bit in here. See, I forget about them because it gets to the end and it's like, I want to eat this now. And so I get it together. And I'm like, I want it now. All right, let's look at it again. This time with the sesame seeds. Look at that. Look at that. That is some goodness there. Wish you were here to enjoy it with me. Gotta remember to do the camera angle. Cinder says, looks so good. Oh yeah. Let that cool for a moment while I pull up the options for next week. Alright, loading, loading, and eating. Mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Glad I did not forget the sesame seeds. Mm. What does it taste like though? How do I describe this taste? It tastes like you're going somewhere new and you sit down and you don't know what you want. So they bring you something. Because they say everybody likes this. And you trust them on it. And you discover that you like it too. It's from one of those little hole-in-the-wall restaurants that the locals know about because it's an institution. It's one of those restaurants that you don't see much of anymore because rent is too expensive. The rent is too damn high. That's what it tastes like. So now we're in the age of go big or go home. Oh, but it's so good. Yes, Solstice and Cinder. This is quite wonderful. Wish I could have y'all here to enjoy it with me. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Well, here are the options for next week. Szechuan pork and green bean stir fry, or Mandarin chili pork chops. So Szechuan pork and green bean stir fry, or Mandarin chili pork chops. So since you're on the stream, you get an early vote. Then Discord members get a vote. And if I'm on the ball, I'll remember to post it to my Ko-Fi and Patreon if I'm on the ball. Solstice votes the Mandarin chili pork. Okay, one for the Mandarin chili pork. Cinder says that sounds good. So I take it that's a vote for the Mandarin chili pork as well? Oh, Mandarin chili pork as well. Yes. Alrighty. That's two for that. Kirsten, if you're still there, feel free to comment, or you can message me directly. You know how to get a hold of me. Oh, yeah. Tech difficulties. Been there, done that. The options are Szechuan pork and green bean stir fry and Mandarin chili pork chops. Mandarin pork chops. All right, that's three for Mandarin pork chops. That is a substantial lead already. Oh, yeah. That is so good. So good. All right, my friends, my loved ones, thank you so much for joining. I will see you again next week. I'll be announcing Thursday or Friday, when I am able to, what the result will be. And the result will likely be the Mandarin chili pork chops. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful night.